Hej hörni och välkommen till en ny video. Idag ska vi reagera till The Rise of Young Thug Documentary. Om ni inte vet om Young Thug är så borde ni veta vem det är. Jag kommer inte förklara, man behöver inte förklara. Men vi ska i alla fall reagera på den här videon. Den är 35 minuter lång. Så jag har Trocadero och lite Marabou. Och hörni, jag sitter i linje, jag vet, men det spelar ingen roll för att det är som en film och jag ska inte så snart. Men vi börjar.
Jacking out here. Put the camera on the
Hold on, look. My partner say this man stole this swag now.
Hey, Jill, how you say he do it?
Hold on. Let me wind it out. Let me wind it out.
Hey, Bob, I get on the nigga.
Hold on. My
nigga,
nigga, Lil Jill say he the king of white swagging, right? Stand over one time. Let's just let fuck.
Yeah, Young Thug. The definition of came a long way. I mean, just look at this, bro. Yeah, I mean, after seeing all that, who would have thought he would turn into this? It's lit. Now, we all know who Young Thug is, right? At this point, Sex, Jeffrey himself. But some of you may not know his come up, his rise to fame. Now, this isn't going to be a 30 for 30 hour-long documentary of his life and everything about him growing up, but just mostly from a musical standpoint, where he started to now. And then I'll talk about his impact on the rap game. And boy, has he had a lot.
Jag ska precis säga det, Young Thug. Han tagit fram alltså rappare. Du vet, om det inte var för Young Thug skulle Lil Baby alltid inte vara i studion, för att det var han som betalade Lil Baby. Att så här, för Lil Baby han tjänade mycket pengar när han höll på att sälja och grejer. Och i alla fall, han bettade också Lil Baby mycket. Men Young Thug, han vet det, betalade honom att vara i studion. Så att, ja.
So, without further ado,
Så om det inte var för Young Thug skulle inte Lil Baby vara här.
let's get it. So Young Thug began his musical career in 2010, debuting as a guest appearance on rapper
Förlåt om det här med syron pratar jag sökta bakom.
True Royal's song She Can Go, where he has a heavy Wayne influence on his voice, even the way he raps, especially the regardless line.
Cause I have no brakes, which means you can't park me or not start me, cause I'ma start regardless. Oops, I mean regardless. New charm, red piss.
After releasing his first mixtape series, I Came From Nothing, throughout 2011 and 2012, Young Thug caught the attention of fellow Atlanta rapper Gucci Mane, who actually went on to sign Young Thug to his label.
Alltså man tänker efter, Gucci Mane, han har signat många rappare. Ni vet, Butch Ice-T, Migos, han ska co-signa Migos förut. Så alla rappare har Gucci Mane typ hållit på med, om man tänker efter.
1017 Brick Squad Records. He then went on to release his fourth mixtape under 1017 Records, 1017 Thug, which ended up actually getting some real positive reviews from music critics, such as Pitchfork, where it was included in the honorable mentions for Album of the Year for 2013, and even on Complex's Top 50 Albums of the Year at number 36, and so much more. In October of 2013, Thug released what I think at least was his first breakthrough single, Stoner.
I'm stoner,
Which had a lot of unofficial remixes actually, including Jim Jones, Wale, Jadakiss, I Am Sue, Trick Track, among others, but he actually disapproved of all these remixes. Here's a clip of him talking about it.
Oh yeah,
People just freestyling, but we know it's gonna be an official version.
I'm gonna tell you how I feel about that.
Okay.
I think that it should be took down, because if you feel like my song ain't tough enough to the point where you can't write, you feel like you got a freestyle on it. I'm really a battle rapper. I'm ready to go on, go get loose with it. I'd rather battle you if you think you can freestyle on my song.
Wow.
'Cause I'm way tougher than freestyling, so don't think you just cool, or don't think I'm happy that you're doing it because of who you are.
Jag blir arg för att någon freestylar på hans låt, för han tycker att hans låt är mer värd än en lätt freestyle.
Right.
I'm ready for war.
Damn, bruh.
Metro Boomin want some more, nigga. till you don't want some more, nigga.
In the next month, the music video for Metro Boomin's song Some More was released. It was actually the first time we would hear the Metro Boomin Want Some More tag that Metro would use all the time after that, which is pretty legendary if you ask me. It was also the first song he made with Alex Toomey, who became his go-to engineer for pretty much everything from then until Slime Season 2. And to end the year off, we can't talk about Thugger's come up without mentioning one of my favorite rappers still to this day, Rich Homie Quan.
And I got my niggas thug. You get the fuck out of my face.
Jag har hört hans namn men jag har aldrig så här lyssnat på honom.
Get the fuck out my face. Get the fuck out my face. Get the fuck out my face.
Honestly, I knew right away, the moment I heard Thug's feature on that he was gonna blow, for sure.
Har ni sett YNW Mellis låt så här, Murder on My Mind? Om ni har sett officiella videon, du vet att den är exakt likadan som den här. Alltså,
It was just too different, just too fire, bro.
It's the Kid Thugger. We here live right now in Texas with it. We just turned up on the stage. Big shout out to Fader, man. Big shout out to Fader.
On January 18th, 2014, Thug revealed that he had been offered an $8.5 million contract, bro, to sign with Future's free band.
85 miljoner kronor.
Band's record label. Sheesh. And in March of that year, Thug's affiliation with Cash Money Records and Birdman resulted in a lot of speculation in the media like, what? Is he signed to the label or no? But the label's publicist later said that was major cap. And in March of that year, Ronald Caveman Rosario, director of urban music at 1017 Distribution, let everybody know that Thug is signed to a management deal with Birdman's Rich Gang, not a record deal, and is still signed to 1017 Brick Squad Records.
Me and Quan about to drop a tape. It's called Young Quan and Rich Homie Thug. And I think it's gonna be a world breaker. So
that Young Quan tape never dropped, although Young Rich Homie Thuggin did drop about a year later unofficially when hundreds of leaks came out. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves just yet.
I don't wanna talk it in my guap. Clone young nigga is still flop.
2014. Bro, that was the year that Thugger really started to gain popularity in the mainstream. He was featured on the cover of Fader in early 2014, and on March 24th, he stated that his debut album will be titled Carter 6, referencing the highly acclaimed The Carter series from Lil Wayne, who has been the biggest influence in Thug's music career. He always talked about Wayne's influence coming up.
got Wayne, and Wayne.
Jo, man kan se det. Man hör alltså på hans stil. Han rappar alltid, man kan höra till Lil Wayne.
I won't listen to nothing else. The fact that the nigga got like 100 M's and he still rap every day. It's amazing.
Like 2 days later, it was revealed that Young Thug was working on a collaborative album with Metro Boomin, which was supposed to be titled Metro Thuggin' and was supposed to drop in spring of 2014. The song The Blanguage was supposed to be the lead single for it, which is definitely top 10 Thug, bro.
Metro Boomin want some more. Metro Boomin want I fucked it and washed out my dick with the curtains inside of the Phantom.
Yeah, it's 2020 and I'm still waiting on that Metro Thuggin' tape. But anyways, in June of that year, it had been confirmed that Young Thug had officially signed to Kevin Lyles and Leo Cohen's label 300 Entertainment. This is also pretty random, but in July of that year, you know the song Danny Glover? Yeah, Asylum Records and Atlantic Records officially changed the name from Danny Glover to Two Bitches, but it was originally called Two Bitches, so I don't know, I just thought I'd mention that. Man, Lil Baby and Gunna could never. Nah, but for real, the chemistry that these two had was ridiculous. They were really like PB and J, bro. Thug just had the voice to go along any instrumental. His voice is an instrumental, bro. While Quan just complemented the track perfectly with his flow, melody, and style. After the smash hit Lifestyle was released, everyone, including me, wanted an actual tape from the two, and that's exactly what we got on September of 2014. Rich Gang The Tour Part 1, which got a lot of praise from critics, and rightfully so. This tape is a classic, bruh.
In my world, of course, it don't matter, you know. You could be a gangster with a good dress, or you could be a gangster with baggy pants. It don't. I feel like it's no such thing as gender.
You look hot in a dress.
Thanks. Thanks. Somebody got to dress, what the fuck?
But you guys do know that with a lot of fame comes a lot of controversy. I remember like it was yesterday when all the Young Thug is gay comments were everywhere because of all his antics and...
Alltså jag ska vara ärlig, han går ju runt i klänning och grejer så man kan tro det.
the way he dressed sometimes, and they kind of had a reason to think that. I mean, he would call all his peers hubby or sexy or my love and wear these kind of outfits. So yeah, take what you want from that, but this was definitely a thing, and still is a little bit. I don't think too many people say that about him anymore though, so yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, you could definitely say that 2014 was a huge year for Thug, but that was only the beginning. 2015 was Thug's year, bruh. Stay tuned.
When the money go down, yeah. When the money go, who cares? Yeah, give it nobody. Keep sweat, boys. Since they give much, but she don't like that rapper, so I flew her to the coast. She ain't like that baby, so I bought that whole ghost. She ain't like that rap star, swear it on the ghost. She don't like the rest, but that's what she do. What she do, Thug? I guess she do the most. She do the most, she do the most, she do the most. That's what she do. Going crazy, like, what word?
The cooler like Akon. Fuck all the bullshit. Got the coming. The bottle seat coming, yeah. The bottle seat bumming. The bottle seat bumming, yeah.
2015. It was one of Thug's biggest years for sure.
Young Thug. Which Thug?
The blonde one?
The blonde one. Which?
And he wears dresses?
Lindsay Lohan? She's a young Thug, man. She's a Thug. Don't even look at me like that. This is hot new hip hop, eh? If I was a company and I came up hot new dance party, what would you say? I'm stealing your concept, am I not? Do you approve of it? I don't think you do. If Lil Wayne put out the Catharsis, I will listen to it. Because I will listen to it. It's great music. I like I love it.
I'll explain in a little bit what that video means. But for now, Young Thug's planned debut album was set for release in 2015 and was set to be named The Carter 6 in homage to Lil Wayne's upcoming album The Carter 5. Lil Wayne, however, yeah, he wasn't too happy about this, telling the audience of a show in April of that year to stop listening to Young Thug.
Det var jobbigt att kolla ens förebild. Jag tänkte såhär, Young Thug. Förebild till Lil Wayne. Han har gjort allt som Lil Wayne, hans stil, hans allt det där. Och så säger Lil Wayne till honom att alla ska sluta lyssna på honom.
Motherfucker, y'all let him know I said, fuck.
Your money!
Going further, I want y'all to do me a favor and stop listening to songs that of niggas that pose naked on their motherfucking album.
Ooh, ouch. But after claiming he's been threatened with lawsuits, Young Thug announced that he'll be changing the title to Barter 6 and clarified that it will be a mixtape rather than his debut album.
Can't name the mixtape Carter 6 cause these fuck ass niggas trying to sue. Just like some hoes. Big old blood song going Barter 6 on the fucking way. Yeah, YSL. Carter 6 coming out Friday, first show. New Orleans, Holly Grove. Fuck, nigga. Meet me there, better yet. Beat me there, you did. With them dicks, too, nigga. Yeah.
Meet me there, beat me there. You did. With them dicks, too, nigga. Yo, honestly, that's one of the most classic. Yo, that's a classic, bro. Shit's funny as hell. Also, this doesn't really matter, nor is it really relevant to his music career, but I remember vividly when he got into the beef with The Game. I don't know, I thought it was pretty funny.
Ärligt, The Game är 10 gånger bättre än Young Thug. Något sånt där. 100 gånger bättre. Det går inte att jämföra. Så The Game är... Han är mycket bättre.
What side of this motherfucker? Anybody fucking with Joe got a fucking problem with me? I will fuck your Thug up on Pyro, nigga. What side, nigga?
See, you used to be a Crip, now you're a Blood. So I don't want no smoke with you. You got Bloods and Crips on your team. And you was a male stripper once before, so I don't want to fight you. I don't want no germs from you pussy, nigga. And you know I'm in LA more than Arnold Schwarzenegger. He the governor, fuck, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, gang, your little pussy ass. You got down on that one, little bitch. You got down, little fuck ass nigga. Ho.
Thug gick in i The Game, men The Game är fortfarande bättre. Alla ni hört? Ali Boumaye, Ali Boumaye.
I just seen your little video, you hoe ass nigga. You paint your nails like a fucking girl. You call your niggas bae, and you a hoe ass nigga. Keep fucking around, niggas gonna drive by that nail shop and light that motherfucker up.
Huh. Well, alright. Anyways, Young Thug announced on April 18th, 2015 that his debut album will be titled High Tunes. And yeah, it's 2021 and we still haven't got it. But anyways, in May of that year, after a lot of confusion as to who he was actually signed to and managed by, having been aligned with Gucci Mane's 1017 Records, Future's Free Bands, Leo Cohen's 300 Entertainment, Birdman's Rich Gang, etc., Young Thug revealed, and I quote, "I manage myself. I'm signed with Atlantic. I have a big special deal with Atlantic, and it's only Atlantic. Birdman is my homie." End quote. He also revealed he will be releasing another mixtape prior to the album titled The Carter 5. Yeah, that was a thing too. The video I showed before with this guy was because he was talking about if he named a party Hot New Dance Party, then he's stealing Hot New Hip Hop's concept. And he asked the camera, "Do you approve of it?" "I don't think you do," basically referring to Lil Wayne not being happy that Thug is naming the album The Carter 6. Now, I had mentioned earlier in this video that a whole lot of songs from Thug and Quan were leaked that year of 2015. There were a lot of speculation as to why that even occurred. So I found this article that if you guys have the time to read, you could pause the video and read it all if you like. But people were saying that Birdman wasn't paying the engineers or producers anything, so someone I guess was tight and decided to leak it all. Someone even said that whoever had the songs was trading all these songs for a few Drake leaks and he got finessed. I also forgot where I read this. I'm kind of tired, I can't find it, but I saw somewhere that the reason High Tunes never came out was because of all these damn leaks. A lot of these leaked songs turned into his mixtape series, Slime Season 1, 2, and 3, and I guess it all worked out for the better because all three of those tapes are considered some of his best work. Shit, I'm surprised the songs for Barter 6 didn't get leaked. But speaking of Barter 6 though, classic bruh, with tracks like With That, Check, Halftime,
Half a perky, half a Xanny, nigga, halftime.
and some of my all-time favorites, Numbers and Just Might Be.
Had them boys in that Atlanta, they don't play, Baby, you know that I might be the real little nigga you ever gonna see.
Man, don't even get me started on them Slime Season 1 and 2 classics, bruh.
I don't speak English, I bought that mouth on a 6. Bitch, I dig it, I eat ice cream with my chicken. Take them boys to school, swagger number 3. She can't ride it in without sound. No, ain't no way. I wanna clean it with like salt. Like she fucking on my buddies, that's salt. She fucking on my buddy. I promise you'll know me. I pull up, I'm a cake. Got my mind right and go, got it. Got my mind right and go, got it. Dominate well like I got some big rats right on me. I might 5 shots off like I don't Brian Nickel. I just might ride and die for my niggas. I won't move without my girl.
Thugger revealed in June of 2015 that him and Kanye had discussed the possibility of a joint album together, both agreeing after a meeting in the spring on...
Vet du vad jag märker varje gång typ nu alla de så här joint album, men han sa att han skulle göra med folk, bara en blev av. Så får jag kommer gissa nu att den här inte blir av. Vi får se.
Travis's rodeo tour. The details are still kind of scarce, but Thug said Kanye was impressed after previewing his unreleased music. He said, and I quote, "I was letting him hear all the music. Then he said I was like Bob Marley and he wanted to do an album with me. I was like, let's roll."
A lot of artists want to work with you. In particular, Kanye West said he wanted to do an album with you. Could that happen?
Yes, of course. Of course, that can happen whatever he's with. Yes, of course.
What can we expect from High Tunes?
You can expect, humble, culture, perfection, and no leaks.
What can we look forward to? Like, what's next for Young Thug? We got High Tunes. When we're gonna get that?
Maybe this year, if everything goes how I want it to go. We're gonna drop Slime Season maybe next week, part 1. Then we're gonna drop Slime Season part 2, and then we're gonna drop the High Tunes album. I might just say fuck it and drop all of them this year.
In July of that year, 300 Entertainment released a promotional single, Pacifier, in support of Young Thug's debut album, High Tunes. The song features production from Mike Will Made It and was noted by critics for its experimentation with more extreme vocal scatting, which I can agree with. It's pretty dope, it's different, it's pretty underrated in my opinion. But it didn't really go anywhere because High Tunes never came out, so it was kind of just a random single just floating around.
That's my best friend. flexing. Big old booty bitch message from Texas. What's next? I'ma skeet off, little nigga, come catch me. Catch me. And that's my bestie, my best friend. Go best friend. Nigga living TTG and everything is still on fleek. Yeah, right. Bad bitch rolling with me. She's gonna smile cause she's on fleek. $100,000 inside my pants.
On February 4th, 2016, Young Thug released a mixtape titled I'm Up. But I remember the night that it came out, it was supposed to be Slime Season 3 with this cover art. I remember it coming out that midnight, and then like an hour later, it changed to this, which was kind of weird. But either way, this mixtape is underrated as hell, bro. This shit got slappers on it.
I just asked God why he called for True King True H. I hop out, I'm dabbing. Did it on my niggas, yeah, they with it. Cause these pussy nigga ain't they tryna knock me out my baby. Hate on my niggas. Yeah, on my boy. Yeah, I'm fucking bitch while you all gone. Yeah, you all gone. I beat that bitch like I'm London. I put in work for my people. You say you're not broke, but me either.
Heat, bro, heat. Then just a month later, Thug released the official Slime Season 3.
Look you in your eye and tell you that I know she worth. No, nigga, horses don't stop, they keep going. But at least we got to say we ran up the digital, we ran up the memo. They get that what? Said the right, they know the memo. The horses don't stop, they keep going. But at least we got to say we ran up the digital, we ran up the memo. They get that what? Said the right, they know the memo.
In May of that year, Thugger went on to tour the United States, and guess what the album it was for? High Tunes. High Tunes never came out, but he definitely went on tour, and I actually went to the one in Times Square. Shit was lit, bro. He brought out Day Day, Rich the Kid, and Lil Yachty. That was the first time I actually heard about Lil Yachty. And some white kid next to me was like, dude, it's Lil Yachty, man, you never heard of him? I was like, nah. But yeah, it was pretty lit.
This week, busy week for you. What'd you guys think of the record? All right, guys. This is hard.
Jeffrey can do no wrong.
Hey, Raina, Marsha, are you going to put up the album cover?
Please
when
do.
is the album cover? This is the first time anyone's seen it.
Det där är nog Illuminati, jag skojar inte. Jag såg en YouTube-video där de bara att folk är Illuminati och grejer, eller så här skivbolag tvingar folk att gå runt i klänningar och grejer.
Doesn't even know his own name.
Young Thug. No, my name is Jeffrey.
Tell him who you are. Tell him your name.
Young Thug.
No, Jeffrey.
It says right here, Young Thug.
No, my name is Jeffrey.
Cut the crap. I'm trying to figure out how I can help you. What's best for you?
Thug, hello, it's me. I know you. I know the real you. Remember this, Young Thug?
Listen to me. Thug. I'm different, bro. Like your mom. Like mom.
What? It's Jeffrey then. Yeah.
In a Beats One interview, Young Thug confirmed that he was changing his name to Jeffrey. My name is Jeff. Now, he said, I'm Jeffrey for 1 fucking week if I don't sell 100,000 copies. And it didn't really sell anything near that, actually. Despite debuting at number 8 on the US Billboard 200, it only sold a total of 37,000 first week. It was always kind of strange to me how Thug, someone that big, with all that hype and numbers he was doing on YouTube, when it really came down to it, he never really sold a lot, which was kind of weird. I don't know what it was, but I guess his fans never really downloaded it, just listened to it on YouTube. I don't know. Yo, but who could forget those memes that were going viral after people saw that album cover? But despite the poor sales, it received high praise from critics.
Big checks on me and I got ranking, I'm studying ranking. I done put 20 inside the city. I pull up on you and I pop at your key. Okay, my money way longer than a NASCAR race. They politicking by these cases. Hey, hey.
Each track was actually named after one of Young Thug's idols, including Gucci Mane, Rihanna, Future, among others, including Harambe, which is pretty hilarious if you ask me. Me personally, I think Jeffrey is Young Thug's top 3 projects for sure, hands down. Shit is just a classic. In November of that year, he announced that he was starting his own record label called YSL Records. Thugger also went on to be on Drake's album More Life on the song Sacrifices and Ice Melts, which were fire tracks if you ask me.
Said I'ma use a name like who is he? Got some gold on leprechaun sheets. You need to give it up to someone. You need to give it up to someone.
In April of 2017, Young Thug announced a commercial mixtape, Beautiful Thugger Girls, originally titled Easy Breezy Beautiful Thugger Girls. Beautiful Thugger Girls was described by Thug as a singing album, which includes crossovers to musical genres such as R&B, dancehall, and country. Although it has been referred to as an album by Thug, 300 Entertainment have reported it as a commercial mixtape. So that's that whole spiel between what's a mixtape, what's an album. Nowadays with the digital market, I don't know, who knows. And you know what's funny? Thugger Girls also debuted at number 8, just like Jeffrey. And guess how much it sold first week, bruh? 37,000, the same as Jeffrey. I ain't lying, bro. But again, despite the poor sales, it was also highly praised, some good ass scores. Me personally, at first, I thought it was I only liked a few songs. It took me a while to really appreciate it, like nowadays. To be honest, I actually enjoy it more now.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Bayo flexing, extensive. Brand new Rari, Smith & Wesson. I know how to make the girl go crazy.
But speaking of this album, I remember going to the Beautiful Thugger Girls tour in Terminal 5 in New York back in May 2017, bruh. Shit was lit, bruh.
Boy, it's like 500 degrees here, boy. I'm sweating like crazy, boy.
At the UK Music Video Awards that year, Thugger won 3 awards for his music video Wyclef Jean off of Jeffrey for Video of the Year, Best Urban Video, and Best Editing in a Video. And in October of that year, he released a collaborative mixtape with Future, Super Slimy.
Stacking it tall. Every nigga out my city became a boss. That ain't right. You back in your 5G. I only drain activists. Got 4 million in jewelry. Oh, let that money fly to the ceiling. Whoa.
Which got some mediocre reviews, but that's a collab tape, so I could kind of give it a pass.
Young Thug for, which I thought was an interesting pick.
Yep.
What made you pick him?
He's just, you know,
dope.
Yeah, he's just ill. Like I did get the feedback on that mad people were surprised.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that until, you know, my little sister was like, "What made you take Young Thug on tour?" And then I heard from Eve. He was like, "Yo, you know, people are like kind of bugging out that you took Thug. Like either they hate it or they love it. They like, oh, it's genius, boom, boom. But really, it's just like, yo, the nigga's dope. Like what?
Right.
You know, you want to talk about Young Thug as like an artist. He's an innovator. Like if you know skills. You call him a mumble rapper all you want, but if you know skills and you know like the art of rapping and you know like how you put words together and you know pockets and you know flows and you know the things he's doing with his voice, the dude is a genius. You know what I mean? So like to me it's like y'all are tripping.
That's some really high praise coming from someone who people consider the GOAT in J. Cole. In 2018, Thug dropped a super small EP called Hear No Evil, which was alright, a collab mixtape with his fellow YSL peer, Slime Language, which I thought was super disappointing.
Got a tall Asian drink, sipping red, bitch.
And another EP called On The Run, which was super underrated. That joint with Jaden Smith be slapping, bruh.
Hey, I'm dripping again. The way that I drip this shit should be a sin.
Oh yeah, and that song Havana won like mad awards, bruh. It's crazy.
Me at the London. Hit your bitch, you can never hit mine, nigga. The contact, hit your ride, go to Mars. I'm on the purge, I beat the church. I know you ain't hot demand. I'm drowning all this.
I hate this channel.
No. For me. I don't know so she gon' ride.
With the release of The London in 2019, believe it or not, it was the lead single for his debut album, which is, I don't know, that just sounds crazy, but the name of that album was supposed to be called Gold Mouth Dog, but it was later changed to what we now know of today as So Much Fun.
It's hot. Oh, shit.
Jag tror att det här är killen som har gjort kanalen. Just det, shoutout till It's Aaron Speaking som har gjort den här videon. Vi lämnar en like och så skriver vi Gud. Shoutout till honom för han gjorde den här videon.
What? The live, babe.
Yeah, when that remix dropped, that shit was hitting, clearly. But speaking of So Much Fun, that's exactly what it was. Fun as hell. At first I thought it was good, but nothing crazy. But it definitely grew on me.
Bucket by pink Mercedes. I make fours every year, little baby. I say gang with that piece. Flicker to the dog like a dish. And a little workout, ayy. How about a Maybach coupe? Inside blue and the paddock came blue, ayy.
And now that the deluxe version is out, that's something I've been playing a lot lately.
Yeah. Somebody gon' die today. Somebody gon' die today.
Killen är ju vet det. Han är ju Young Thug fan, han märker direkt.
Diamonds come up to her throat. I ain't no fuck on the pope. Million, put it in their cash, get it buried. Million, niggas with me, bitches think we terrorists.
And this album got some decent scores actually. Now in terms of impact on the rap game, come on, you already know the vibes. Especially fashion wise, he inspired so many of these rappers today. He even said on an Instagram live broadcast, I think back in 2018, he said, "I'm the drip god. I created this shit. I made the way for young people to open up and be they self. I did this. I got crucified. They call me gay. They ain't call y'all gay. I made y'all tighten y'all jeans up. I'm the wave god. I'm the wave god. I'm the master. I'm the founder. I made it cool for y'all rappers to tote y'all dicks in y'all skinny jeans." Honestly, I would argue that tightening their jeans thing, because, I don't know, rappers like Lil Wayne, and it's ironic because that's Thugger's influence, you know, kind of started it first. You know, even the New Boys with the jerk movement, that, come on, bro. You gotta admit, they kind of made that lit, to be honest. And just look at other rappers like Sababy, Uzi, Lil Keed, Gunna, Lil Goddard, Lil Baby. Come on, they were all influenced by Thug. He was one of the first popping rappers since Wayne to do all the face piercings, that punk fashion, back in style, and even though my boy Lil B kind of started that grandma
Men det här börjar gå ut, för folk går inte runt så länge. Vi kollar på rapparna Lil Baby, vi kollar på King Von, vi kollar på Lil Durk. De kanske kommer från olika ställen, men alltså på att de själva är hela grejen. De klarar sig inte.
Jewelry, you know what I'm saying? No, shout out to the bass guy, you feel me? Bro, that boy even won a Grammy for his songwriting contributions to This Is America, along with Donald Glover. And I just found this Reddit post actually on if Thug is the greatest artist of this generation. Man, I don't know. Do you think he made an impact on the rap game? Because I definitely think so. His flow, his vocals, they're all just insane. And fashion-wise, you gotta give the man his credit.
I used to jump out the back of the bus. Now I jump off of a jet. I just mind my business in a rave. I just put some gold around my wrist like Ace of Spade. Yeah, call the Sprite people. Hold on. Private flight franchise sites. Take the top out of cool with cups. If you love me, then come eat my nuts. Take the road rest in the Ferrari, bitch, it's time out. Take a spoon of fucking pill, it's motherfucking eyes up. Started with a penny, now it's wrapped up to a million. Rapping niggas can't compare, they like my children. Catch me. I'm a lick of skin, she's so precious. I've been overseas going crazy. I could tell you love me when we made up.
Thug was doing his thing in 2020, but we all know how tragic that year really was. No one could do shows. It was basically a blur. But he did drop a collab tape with Chris Brown called Slime and B out of nowhere, really. At first I was like, what the hell? Breezy and Thug together? Maybe it could work. Turned out it did. And it sparked a smash hit, which was an anthem for the summer for me in Go Crazy.
Sticky Ricky, I smoke skittles, not no sticky. I shot at his money, now he no longer mention me. $500,000 on me right now, 100,000 on me, count it right now. Worth a couple $100 million, no thousand. This bitch, since I've been making donations to you like United Way, you know I do. Uzi, I am proud of you. I said Slime, I'm proud of you. Uzi, I am proud of you. Slat it. I just told her make a story. I just bought all the Trojans.
Thug wasted no time in 2021, bruh. Especially with the release of his sequel to his Slime Language 1 mixtape, with Slime Language 2. It's basically a giant collab tape with all his homies and YSL partners he tries to shine light on, which is dope on his part. The tape debuted at number 1 and sold 113,000 copies first week, including 6,000 pure album sales, which is pretty solid for nowadays.
Last time we was here, Thug, you shook shit up. You know, you said, shit, I got 30 motherfucking hits. Jay-Z ain't got that. And I knew you wasn't saying it in that light. You feel what I'm saying? You was just basically saying, I got a lot of fucking records. And when my shit come on back to back to back to back to back 30 times, they singing word for word.
That's all I was saying. And basically, that's all I was saying. I just used his name just because he the biggest nigga in the world to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just used his name. And to let the world know, like, yo, nigga, I got just as many hits as the biggest nigga in the world. I'm doing 2 hours on stages. Real. Okay.
I could just really talk to you.
That's crazy, fam. Rest in peace, Mac Miller, for real. But since we on the top...
Hörni, jag ska väl nu, den här videon var fett tråkig. Ingen så här orespekt mot Young Thug, men han är inte så intressant för mig. Men i alla fall, hörni, tack för att ni kollade på den här videon. Vi syns i nästa video, och hej då.